Okay, I made it back from my big trip to Paris, and the flea markets did not disappoint. Oh my goodness, the day on Saturday that we were there, the market was so big, we couldn't see it all. We were there about 6, 7 hours, and we went up and down all of the rows. And I tell you what, it was just incredible. If you're looking for anything, it was there. If you were looking for flatware, beautiful silver, dishes, paintings and paintings and more paintings. There was just so much to see. It was really, really exciting to go through all of that. I've never done that before, so it was my first international flea marketing. And so I highly, highly recommend going there. It's on the weekends. I'm not real sure if I can tell you how to get there because we hit a couple of them that day. So we were all over. We took the metro to get there. We took 2 metro, and then we walked about 15 minutes to go to this area, but it was pretty impressive. But I found my soup Tureen, and I actually picked 2 of them up, and they were cheap. Now, I didn't find a lot of them, but I only saw about 3 or 4 of them. I never did find them with the lids, and I was okay with it. I would love to have a lid, but it wasn't a deal breaker because I knew that what I wanted was to have flowers in it. So I didn't need the lid when I'm doing fresh flowers. So I was really okay. The first one, when I walked up to it, I was sitting on a table and I walked literally straight up to it. I spied it across the parking lot and I grabbed it. I was looking for marks or cracks or anything like that. And then I picked up 2 other small plates and I took it to the guy and I said, how much? And then he said, 10 euros. I'm like, sold. So it was like $10, a little bit more with the exchange rate. So I was super happy. This one was at the big flea market. And it took me a little bit to find it. And when I came up to it, it had all kinds of rocks in there. So I was picking it up to look at it to make sure it didn't have any cracks or big chips or anything. Again, no lid. And the guy said, oh, do you want the rocks? I'm like, I don't want the stinking rocks in there. I want this. Well, he said 30. And I'm like, no. And I turned around and I was walking away. And he says, 20, 20. And I shook my head. And he goes, 15, 15. I go, 10. He goes, fine. So I got this one also for 10 euros. And I bought a couple of neater things also while I was there. But my whole trip was after this bowl. So one of my son's friends said, your mom went all the way to Paris to get a bowl? I said, when he says it like that, it sounds kind of crazy. But this one doesn't have any markings on the bottom. So I was a little disappointed that I couldn't find any history about it. I really don't know how old it is. I'm not real sure. But the soup Tureen actually starts back in the 17th century. So it's been around long, long, long time. And it's the first course of the meal. From the kings to the peasants, they always had soup or stew. It could be cold or hot. So that's a little bit of history of that. But I'm okay that it had no lid. I'm totally fine with it. And I know it held water because I put water in it the day that I got home. I washed it all up and then I put water in it and it was perfect. Didn't have any hairline cracks or anything like that. So I was very happy to drag 2 of these home plus other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some fresh in it because that's what I brought it home for. I'm going to go ahead and use my good old piece of chicken wire. I've reused this piece many times. It's kind of ready, the perfect squish down. Look at that. It's going to go in there. I'm going to add a little water. Okay, and you know I've been out cutting already this morning. First thing in the morning, my job is to go out and frolic through the yard and see what I can cut. I couldn't wait to film this today. I was kind of excited. I get to use this. I'm sure you're going to see it in many different forms in the seasons. Okay, just perfect. I have a little bit of yarrow that I'm going to use. Again, that chicken wire just holds things in just perfect. And the good thing is that you can reuse it. So once you get one piece, you can reuse it and reuse it. So that is a really nice thing that you're not wasting like a big chunk of oasis that's a one-time use. I call this gooseneck. I'm not sure the name of it. It's a perennial. It's very aggressive that my mom gave me. It does hold up quite nice in water. I've tested it already. I just got it from my mom last year that I put it in the yard. It goes down kind of fast when it's not in water, but it does hold up once it's in water. And then I cut a little bit of Russian sage. It's another beautiful perennial. But then I have my beautiful hydrangeas that I cut. I have a bumper crop of hydrangeas this year, which is to my advantage. And there we go. Okay, so let's run to the house and let's go ahead and put it in my foyer next. Oh, she's perfect. I love the way she looks on here. I think I'm going to use this a lot. It's the perfect size for my area here in the foyer. This is a really good, perfect size just to cut a few blooms out, drop it in. The hosta leaves, as I said before, are the perfect thing to use during the summer months. I have plenty of them. I have a whole side of my house full of them, so they work really good. I'll have more things I'll be able to cut, especially with my ignatia coming on, and a couple of things I'll be able to use out of the yard. So, okay, I got my bowl from France. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel.